like the crossover one that excited me, that apparently a lot of people are not excited about, that Joseph Kosinski pitched.
Oh my God, Days of Thunder and F1? Dude.
That
rubbing is racing.
That one of like people were just getting so technical about it. Of like,
I don't care.
How would they NASCAR and F1 or whatever? I don't know the fucking terminology, but I'm like, this is a great reason to get Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise together for a stunt-heavy movie.
Brad Pitt literally races NASCAR in F1.
The one movie they did together was Interview with a Vampire, which a lot of people like. I understand, but I think if you do Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt in a crossover like that, you are getting quintessential versions of them.
That was them both being thespians. I want to see them be movie stars.
I want to see them be who I like seeing them. I want to just be their personalities.
Yeah.
And I want to see them do stunts together and stuff. And so seeing Tom Cruise Brad Pitt embrace that with F1, which I adored. And then to see, and if Tom Cruise would just want to up it, you want to up the game.
It would be insane.
And it would be... And I feel like I feel like Tom Cruise would want to do that. Like seeing them hug on the carpets and stuff.
He went to support. He flew in.
It was nuts to me because I often forget they had that one movie together. And
they're like the two movie stars we have.
Yeah. When I was growing up, and I'm sure you knew it too, is like there's the actors who would compare, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, De Niro, Pacino, and then there was Pitt and Cruise.
Yeah.
And Pitt and Cruise are, they're still like huge people, and they're dudes willing to do their own stunts, and they're mega stars. The one thing that I think they will run into in conflict, though, is Tom Cruise seems to very much be when you're on a Tom Cruise production.
He's running the set.
Tom Cruise is running the show.
Yeah.
And so Brad Pitt would definitely have to be willing to play secondary if he's going to do that.
I think just the billing would have to be them both headline. Like it had to be the same time credit. Yeah. It would have to be this like side by side in press. But on the filming days, I think Tom Cruise would be running things.
But Brad Pitt also is way more willing to play supporting
100%
than Tom Cruise ever is.
Yeah.
But either way, Joseph Kosinski directing it, like how can you... When I saw that picture, like, oh my God, I
need this so bad.
And it's also a surprise crossover, like one you wouldn't expect, but would make sense, and you could totally weave, and it would be more than just a legacy sequel to a rather underappreciated Tom Cruise movie. I don't even know how beloved that Days of Thunder movie really is. Movie. It really? Okay, I actually haven't. I'm not even sure I've seen it.
Okay, so in F1, his name is Sonny Hayes, which is a great 80s action star name. In Days of Thunder, his name is Cole Trickle, which is just as much of an it's like been written for 40 years to make a sequel to. Right now, this is Heat and the Expendables. It's all of the drama of these two crossing over, plus the action of Expendables. This is what our generation needs to heal.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Days of Thunder 2.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
I want it so bad. This is BVS for 90s moviegoers. Like this is the crossover of the century, but not with IP. Because no one cares about Days of Thunder as much as Batman and Superman as IP. That means they can be flexible, but it's all of the intensity of Heat.
And what a great way to re-promote F1 for the amount of money they put into it.
100%.
And then it's going to be like exclusively on Apple.
Yeah.
What a great way to recoup some of that.
Days of Thunder 2, F2.
You don't even need to call... I don't know what you would call it, but I don't feel like you would even need to... I think if you announce it, people would just be excited.
They're just going to see them two on a poster.
Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt in a movie together doing their own stunts. People would freak out.
Untitled car movie. I don't care what it's called.
F2 Rolling Thunder.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there you go, baby.
I was going to go Days of Thunder, but yours is way better.
Put the fun in Thunder, baby.
I want that so bad.
Do you guys want that?
New headline of this episode is just the passion for Days of Thunder.